I've got quite the story to share with you all. And no, it's not of Trevor's vasectomy.
Whoa! Dude, I love gay people now!
No, we're a good guy. We're trying to save the kids. Look, we're saving you! Saving!
Okay, so I was born in... currently live in Mount... welcome back to A Link Between Worlds. Oh no!
So we have come to a impasse in the discussion of Impa versus Ganon for Yuga, and we have found the point that breaks it all, and that is the problem. Oh, here's another one.
Oh my god!
Someone said there is the advisor angle is a good one, but there's this another one. Yuga is a man, Ganondorf was once a man, but he hasn't been a man for 1,000 years by the time that A Link Between Worlds rolls around. If Ganondorf does not have a low-ruling counterpart, even if you're right about demise, should he still be mirrored because of Zelda, blah, 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 that counterpart would have been born in the Ocarina of Time era, not the A Link Between Worlds era. I think A Link Between Worlds implies that Ravio was already a hero since he has all those items. So whichever villain acts as a parallel to Ganon and Lorule in the Link Between Worlds era was already dead. His phantom ability merging being that was the theory that Ganon banished, said he banished his phantom's ability to the world between dimensions. And they think that's Lorule, and that's what, this is his point. He says, I think Yuga's School of Magic falls under the umbrella term of artwork magic, which includes masks and clothes. All those three things are shown to trap people's souls in artwork in some form, which has been shown in other games with the mask salesman.
Yep.
So it's not exactly a linchpin. So I think at some point Yuga's teacher, history, just taught him the magic that happens to be the one that Ganon's referring to. Yeah, I'm convinced. I'm convinced that he's Impa. But they sure did open quite a can of worms by making his design almost the same color of a Link or a Ocarina of Time's Ganon's hair and skin. They use the same color. Like what? That's like a can of worms if I've ever seen one.
I was probably unintentional though.
I mean, how often do you accidentally just use the same hex code, Trevor?
Well,
on a 64-bit color palette.
And his makeup, is it not?
I mean, in this one you've got 256, so essentially you can do all that. But I like the point that they made because running against that. What if he's both? Could he possibly be both?
I mean, yeah. There's no reason why he couldn't be both.
Especially if there's no curse.
Yeah. I mean, also like it being just a coincidence, which is what I think is the whole role with Zelda and Hilda and Link and Ravio. Like that would make the most sense. Like if he was both, just like a coincidence of being both.
You're supposed to roll the bombs down.
Yeah.
Boo. Dog water. Such a funny phrase. Like, we all just unanimously agree that, like, the water that dogs drink are just the worst. They're just left outside or whatever. It's got, like, stuff floating in it and all that.
All right, so now we have the
boss
big
key.
key.
Nice. All right, so...
All right, let's go to the boss.
I want you to write a low-rule counterpart right now for a high-rule character that's not in this game. If anti-fee. It's a good one. So, what's the point of all these puzzles? Like, who's designing these puzzles to be impossible unless you slip through the crack there? What's the logic behind that? Oh, that's cool. They're invisible walls.
Yeah, but you got to be able to see enough of things going on.
So you have to use the darkness to help you instead of just like immediately lighting up the entire dungeon. Smart.
So I had to get that chest.
Are those flamethrowers?
They're little dudes.
Oh, dude, I love me some little dudes. They're cool.
Yep. Small key.
We already have the big key though. It's
yeah, but
useless
the big key,
at this point.
The big key is
you know what you need,
blocked
Trevor?
off.
You need a fast travel. Here, allow me.
Hit the bell. Do it.
Can I actually?
Yep.
Oh.
That's a different little jingle.
Oh, because she can't come help you now.
Yeah. Because she's.
How mad would you have been if this is the one dungeon where you can leave like that, and I just sent us straight to like Link's house?
I'm aware that you cannot leave in the dungeon.
I'm sure you're aware you can't, but imagine if you could, and you just like brushed that under the rug and completely forgot that that's possible.
All right, let's go to the top floor.
But Big Key was.
Yeah, but this is where all the fun stuff is.
Ooh, this is where the final puzzle is.
Yep, this is where the main puzzle is.
Oh, that's cool. Gosh, I love Zelda puzzles. They're so creative.
They are. They're really good.
Uh-huh. Trevor, why can't you be like a Legend of Zelda puzzle? You're so predictable. Like literally right now, Trevor, I'm going to predict the next phrase you're going to say. You ready? You are going to say, ouch, my lemonade. I spilled it all over my poor dress.
Ouch, my lemonade. I spilled it all over my poor dress.
See? Ah! See? Ah! How'd you know? All right, Trevor, I'm going to use my future telling powers again to predict the next sentence that you will say. You will say nothing for the next 15 minutes.
No.
I was kind of worried you'd go along with it because I'm just alone for this entire episode.
No, I wouldn't do that to the viewers.
Of course not. They love you, Trevor. Oh my gosh, we were talking about what would happen if someone pulled that Scott the Woz thing. Where like someone walked up to Scott the Woz at like a YouTuber meetup thing and like dropped an N-bomb in front of him. So what would happen to Trevor if he did? He said he would just go, "Oh no."
That's not what I said. I said I would go like, thanks.
Sure. I don't know. All right. Rank. So obviously, in the lineup of YouTubers you would love to meet, like number 1, Scott the Woz. Number 2, Sir Matthew Patrick.
Yeah, Patthew Matrick.
Sir Patthew Patrick. Who else? What's a YouTuber you would absolutely kill to meet? Like super starstruck. Just pick lock picking lawyer just because they've got like nothing in common. You really wouldn't understand. This is the lock-picking lawyer. Trevor, you know that's canonically what we're doing in this game, right?
Picking locks. Got the second master ore.
Oh, so we can upgrade the Master Sword now.
Yes, we can.
How many are there?
Master ore?
Yeah.
4.
There are only 4.
Yep, only 4. You can upgrade
And
it
we've
twice.
just found half of them.
Yep.
And I'm guessing we're doing the dungeons in order so we get them all the quickest?
Yes, we're doing them in the order to get them all the quickest.
Nice. Trevor, that is so smart and wise and cute and or precious. What's the upgrades we get?
It would do more damage.
And
It changes the color of the blade to red to then to gold.
so what's the lore explanation for Master Ore if who put it there? What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, thanks, Trevor. So, okay. What's the Ocarina of Time then? Like, what happened to it?
The Ocarina of Time is made out of time shift stone.
Really?
Yep, that is the canonical answer to that question.
Where is it now?
I don't know. Link has it.
Where?
Not this Link.
the one,
Link.
the one that's in Twilight Princess.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's probably like an heirloom that Twilight Princess Link didn't realize was like all powerful, and so he just didn't use it.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well, why would he know?
Because he's a descendant of Link.
Yeah. Of
Why are they
Ocarina of
all
Time
named Link? Who keeps doing that?
Well, I mean, like,
What shitty parent knows that they're gonna wish much hardship upon their children by naming their child Link, and they do it anyways? What bad parents? All right, I'm gonna look up what's the false Link Wind Waker. Do you know anything about that guy?
no.
The fake Link.
Did I get all the things?
Have you heard about that?
Wait, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of fake links.
Are we even Link in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, we're
So
the
this-
actual Link.
The actual Link?
Yep.
And the fake Link is before that. He's the one that dies before the 100-year thing. Right?
No, that's the same person.
So why did she put us to sleep exactly? Why can't we just kill Ganon then?
Because we almost died, and so we had to get put in the regeneration thing.
Oh, he almost died.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we have just died and then... Because this is, what, the adult timeline?
It's all of the timelines. Breath of the Wild is all of the timelines. It eventually happens no matter what. I'm not
but
sure
I thought
how.
you
It
hated
doesn't make-
that theory.
Yeah, I do, but that's the canon.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that is the actual canon.
And that explains the Twilight thing, Burns of the Embers of Twilight, and the Great Flood and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So you had told me before that there are explanations for it not doing that. So, but
Yeah, it's kind of
just-
cringe.
I mean, I kind of like it. It really cleans up the timeline.
I mean, yeah, it cleans it up, but they could have done it significantly better than that.
Oh, how Trevor, write it right now. How would they have rewritten?
Kid, I'm stuck.
I know. I was about to say, like, you're just hiding in a corner, bud. Whoa! It drops money.
It does drop money.
Is that a rupee monster?
It is a ruby monster.
Aw, you heard it.
Got all sad. Soft spot.
Oh. Quickly, pick up the roops.
Yep. That's the plan.
Oh, you didn't pick up the roops.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't pick up any of the roops. Oh, but he had full health there, so you could have hit him with the funny sword beam.
Aw, he's
How to-
angry.
He turned into a How to Train Your Dragon. Whoa, that is cool.
Oh my gosh, he
Wow, you
runs
are
so
getting-
fast.
You're getting clowned on. So, you write it right now. What would you? How would you fix that like timeline converge?
I mean,
and how
just-
does that even happen?
They could have said literally anything.
So the fact that it's upsetting is just the fact that they've never explained it.
Yeah, it's like not explained. It's just like, yeah, it eventually happens.
Well, do you think that a Link? Do you think what is it? The Breath of the Wild 2 is going to explain that?
I mean, it might. They might do their best to be like, hey,
What event could somehow converge 3 timelines together?
Well, MatPat's theory is Hyrule Warriors could have, but that
didn't.
theory doesn't make any sense because it's localized. So,
It's like not canon.
yeah, it's also not canon.
I was about to say, because it doesn't actually happen. So how do the timelines converge? How would you say like they could do that?
I don't know. They make a reincarnation of Demise. Their reincarnation of Demise is like,
Yes.
fuck it, I want a new Ganon. And so he turns himself into a Ganon, but like the way that happens is like all the 3 timelines converge and then boom, you got the new thing.
That's a really dumb explanation.
It is a really dumb explanation, but it's significantly better of like, oh yeah, it just eventually happens.
So
Because Ganon doesn't exist in any of the timelines. He dies in all 3 of them. Like straight up dead. Absolutely 100% dead.
okay, where does he 100% die in each of them?
Okay, Twilight
100%
Princess,
dies in
at the end
Ocarina
of
of
Twilight.
Time.
No, he doesn't.
Really?
No, yeah, it's Twilight Princess. He gets sent to the Spiral Realm. In Twilight Princess, he 100% dies. In Wind Waker, he 100% dies. And I'm pretty sure you 100% kill him in this game.
Really?
I think so, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna double check this.
Because they seal him away in A Link to the Past, right?
Yes.
So what do we have that? Oh wait, no, look, cutscene.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely Zelda, what is it like to be a princess with a kingdom blessed with so many happy endings? Once upon a time, Lorule was such a place once.
Yeah, he is
no
defeated and
longer.
finally destroyed in this game.
Lorule was just like Hyrule, so very beautiful, so very promising. We have need of a hero, and your little piss baby is superb. We all deserve a happy ending, don't we? Can only hope that little piss baby is victorious.
See, she is a good guy.
Yeah, that's why she's monologuing in a dark room over the portrait of our good guy. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
All right. do the little thing, take me to the blacksmith house,
Uh-huh.
or at least pretty close.
Uh-huh.
No, there's a thing right in front of the blacksmith house.
Where is it? Right here?
Yeah, that one right there. Blacksmith. Okay.
So, I would think of it like this. What caused the split in the beginning but Ocarina of Time?
Yeah. And
you said there's a dangling thread. We don't know what happens to the Ocarina.
Yeah.
What if the Ocarina is what converges the three?
I don't know. They'd have to bring the Ocarina back.
That's
but
what I'm saying. It's not canonically destroyed. What if in Breath of the Wild 2, your goal is you must find the Ocarina again, the Ocarina of Time?
Well, no, the convergence has already happened. Like so Ganon is completely dead, 100%, completely and entirely dead in all three timelines.
Right. So where's the power? Where's the Triforce of Power then?
And like another form of demise will have it.
But that's a problem though, because you told me only one of the timelines has a living Ganon.
No, none of them do, because he dies here.
Oh, right. So, but I asked you about where the placement of one of the games was. And you said because Ganon's alive, that means he can only be in this timeline. Breath of the Wild, I think, is the one you said. So because Ganon's alive in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that was wrong, because he does die in this game. I had forgotten he dies in this game.
So like
he's completely destroyed in this game.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
I would assume it should be like, I would say like this. They explained that the way that they converged a long time ago was the Ocarina of Time was used to go back in time and solve the problems created in the timeline that it currently happens. So let's say that it happens in the Hero of Time one, where Link survives and he passes it on as an heirloom.
Yeah, so child timeline.
Yeah, child timeline. He tries to go back in time to solve the issues that would have caused himself to die, and that's why he lives in Ocarina of Time. But by doing that, he's essentially converged the adult and the child timeline by meddling with a timeline where he was supposed to die. But in said timeline, that child Link dies. So technically both happened. So you have a timeline where Link dies in, and a timeline where he lives simultaneously.
That would just create more timelines.
It wouldn't though, because what you're doing is you're essentially taking one timeline and doing the impossible and making three different things happen at the same time.
The only thing that could happen is like it would
it's red now.
It is red now. It does double damage.
What does it eventually turn into when it's done?
Gold.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
But the problem is there's another timeline, isn't there? There's the death. What's the adult timeline where he does it as an adult or whatever?
Yeah, that's Wind Waker. Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks.
So what's the thing that happens differently between young timeline and adult timeline?
So when Zelda sends, like at the end of Ocarina of Time, Zelda sends Link back in time with the Ocarina and not with the Master Sword, and that's what causes the problem.
He sends it back with that's kind of a problem, yeah.
Yes, it is.
So, but that's essentially what the timeline that I just explained was, is he just gets sent back with the Ocarina of Time to solve the problem, but he doesn't have the Master Sword.
Yeah.
So you have the child, or the adult timeline, which is the one that he gets sent back with the Ocarina, not the sword, right?
Yeah.
You have the adult timeline. It basically loops back into the child timeline, but in the process, it sets the child timeline into motion, but also kills off Link, causing the third timeline. So you basically take one Nexus point where three timelines split, and you close it with another Nexus point where they all converge at the end, because they were all caused by one timeline.
Yeah, but that can't happen, though.
It can, though.
It would have to happen after all of the other games.
That's what I'm saying. It would happen, but prior to Breath of the Wild.
But you can't go back that fast. You can't, I mean, not
far.
You can't go back that far.
You're telling me Link couldn't just sit there playing Song of Time like 300,000 times?
Yes, that's
but
exactly
but it's 20,000 years in the future, right?
Yeah, it's like 20,000 years.
So why couldn't
it's at least 10,000 years.
So couldn't the convergence have happened like, oh, you need to attack the Cuckoo?
I'm not going to attack the Cuckoo.
You do. Dude, that's how you get the third like piece of the Master War.
That's not true.
It is.
No.
Trevor, you never played Legend of Zelda?
I have.
But that's essentially my idea, is that you could combine the three. Say, it doesn't have to be, you have a 10,000 year gap where it could have happened in. What if it happened at the earliest possible? Like
Yeah.
the next game is when it happens in.
I'm pretty sure like the furthest down in the timeline is this game.
And then they can explain that in Breath of the Wild 2 by having you collect by combining the 3 timelines, you've essentially just willed into existence 3 different demises. So you need to collect the Ocarina of Time again to go back, and essentially the person that you kill is yourself. So you kill the Link that does it, essentially causing the timelines to split once more. Do you think that's a good idea, Trevor?
Honestly, I tuned you out a while ago.
Oh, dang. I thought that was a great idea. Where the final boss of Breath of the Wild 2 is just a second Link. All right. I think we're at the end of this episode. So, next episode of A Link Between Worlds. Are you sad, Trevor?
No.
Don't be sad that it's over, Trevor. Be happy that it happened at all. Might be a little bit of a short one, but that's okay. It'll be a very spoiler-heavy episode anyways. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.